What does it mean to be an American? People have many different ideas and standards of how an American should act, such as religious and racial tolerance. Others believe that innovative thinking is what Americans are made of. However, I believe the core properties of an American is leadership, achieving your goals, hard work, and making the best out of what you have. These traits and qualities are represented in Samuel Adams, Frederick Douglass, Ulysses S. Grant, and Andrew Carnegie.
Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight.
Born in Boston, Massachusetts on September 22, 1722, Sam Adams embodies all that it means to be an American. Early in his life, he tried his hand at business, but was unsuccessful until he found his vocation in politics. He is similar to many Americans who do not know what they want to do, but have the freedom to choose. At age 14, he was accepted into Harvard University. Gaining admission to a prestigious university shows his intelligence and diligence. Sam Adams was a natural-born leader, founding the Sons of Liberty in 1767. Another example of his leadership was his organized raid on British tea ships. Sam Adams was angry due to the increased taxes on tea, so he took action. He organized the Sons of Liberty to protest these unfair taxes by dumping all the tea in Boston Harbor. Following up on the Boston Tea Party, Adams repealed the Stamp Act, Townshend Acts, and Sugar Acts. Sam Adams was not afraid to stand up for what he believed in. He also took the phrase, "Every citizen is endowed by their Creator to certain unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness," as his motto. To cement this into American lifestyle, he signed the Declaration of Independence, an act that could have gotten him executed. However, he was so opposed against British rule that he took the risk, fighting for what he believed in. His decision resulted in the forming of the U.S. Americans strive to make life better no matter the consequences. Frederick Douglass fought for human rights. He was one of the first influential voices for equality. On February 1818, Douglass was born into slavery. Since slaves were not allowed to go to school, one of his goals was to educate himself in writing and reading. He not only reached his goal, but he conquered it. He wrote multiple books, including an autobiography recounting his life as a slave. Americans dream big and set large goals. Usually they exceed them. Douglass also believed that everyone, rich or poor, black or white, should be literate. Later in his life, Douglass escaped slavery to the free North. Here he became the leader of the abolitionist movement. Douglass truly believed in equality for all. He fought for women's rights and went to many women's rights conventions. Standing up for what you believe in and fighting against injustice is exactly what it means to be an American. Another thing he fought for was African American rights. He convinced the government and the army that blacks should be allowed to fight for their freedom by joining the Union Army. He was one of the leading voices against slavery. Without Frederick Douglass and his ability to stand up for what he believed in, bringing around the end of slavery would have been a much harder task. Born on April 1822, Ulysses S. Grant was a natural leader who fought for the abolishment of slavery, signifying himself as a representative of American qualities. He started his career at West Point Academy, which is a very difficult school both mentally and physically. His hard work is portrayed in his determination to excel as a general. After he graduated, he became the leader of the Union Army during the Civil War. He led the army to victory many times, such as in the Battle of Gettysburg, Vicksburg, and Richmond. This proves his ability to command and succeed in that role. Grant was committed to public service and education. He taught new recruits how to fight. Passing knowledge down to educate others is a major component in what it means to be an American. After the war, he became the 18th president. As president, he fought for African American rights. he believed all blacks should have the ability to vote. To ensure this, he signed and enforced many laws and organizations. Some of these included the Freedmen's Bureau and the Amnesty Act. He also abolished the Black Codes and fought the Ku Klux Klan. He believed in reuniting the country as quickly as possible and made sure he successfully achieved this goal. Pursuing goals, leadership, and work ethic defines an American, and U.S. Grant fits all.
First of all, young man, you've got industrial disease.
Andrew Carnegie was a captain of industry and a true American. He was born on November 1835 to a poor Scottish family. The family immigrated to the United States in hopes of a better life. His family floundered due to the new industrialized economy where they could not compete with their linen company. However, Carnegie flourished, quickly moving his way up the ranks of a telegraph company. His hard work and determination landed him in the position to start his own business. He successfully achieved one of his goals, which was to move out of the slums, and he did this by following the economic system of capitalism. As the owner of Carnegie Steel, he advocated workers' rights and urged workers to unionize. He bought the most advanced machinery, which created safer work conditions and could potentially save the lives of many workers. Later in his life, he created many foundations and universities. He also built thousands of libraries, giving everyone the chance for an education, no matter their economic standing. Giving back to the community gives everyone the chance to excel. Andrew Carnegie went from rags to riches, exemplifying hard work and high goals. To be called a true American requires many solid traits. Some of these can be brought out through work ethic, leadership, and fighting for what you believe in. However, being a true American goes beyond that. Americans give everything they have to support others. They give everyone the shot at freedom and the chance to succeed, as is our human right. Andrew Carnegie founded many libraries to provide access to learning for all. Frederick Douglass and Sam Adams fought for the equality of all citizens in times when many were against them. The courage to stand up and fight for equal rights truly defines what it means to be an American.
सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया छैया सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया